Welcome to Late Night with Walter. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe to my channel, leave your thumbs up, leave your questions, and leave your comments. The questions that you asked tonight in the comments, I will answer them in tomorrow night's video. Please put a bunch of question marks so I don't miss your comments. And if I do miss a comment, please forgive me. Just ask it again the next night. I will eventually see it. It's just me, so I may miss a few. If I miss yours, please forgive me. Y'all, I got a big surprise coming to the late night show. I'm going to tell you about it in a minute. What's for dinner tonight? Tell you the truth, I don't know. I see she's got a bunch of vegetables cut up and some chicken cut up. I see soy sauce and all of her Asian spices and stuff. So I really don't know what it's going to be, but I guarantee you it's going to be good. I'll tell you about it tomorrow night. Before I get into the big surprise that I'm going to tell y'all about, I want to tell y'all about this channel going forward. There's going to be some big changes in my channel. I have lost 200 subscribers today. Over the last week, I've lost probably 500. I have noticed, I try to be fair, cut it down the middle, but when I talk about this side gets mad at me. When I talk about this side gets mad at me. Don't matter what I do, I'm wrong or I'm lying. I'm tired of it. So going forward, I'm going to keep making my stemless videos in the morning. But I'm not going to read their comments because I know all they're going to do is bash me. So I'm going to put the truth out the way I know it. If they don't like it, they know where the door is. They can go make their own channel and say what they want to say. You know, a lot of stuff that I say is not what they want to hear, and I understand that. But it's the truth, the way I know it. So I'm not going to let their comments bother me anymore. I won't even read them. I thought about turning the comments off on the stemless videos. I ain't going to do that. I'm going to let them go ahead and comment. I just won't. They're not going to bother me anymore. If they don't like my channel, I didn't tell them to come here. Okay, enough of that. The big reveal of the surprise that I'm going to tell y'all. The late night show is going to change. And I think it's going to change for the better. I've already made a thumbnail for it, and I will use that thumbnail tomorrow night. But I want to tell y'all about it because y'all are my big supporters. The ones that comes to this show is the ones that really cares about me. So I'm telling y'all about it first. I made a thumbnail, and I can't tell you what the thumbnail says until I tell you what's going to happen. Somebody has agreed to start doing the show with me every night. Can you guess who? Yeah, my wife. So I made a thumbnail, Late Night with Walter and Amy. I will start using that thumbnail tomorrow night. And she will be here tomorrow night. So, the way y'all ask me questions, load her up too. Ask her some questions. She's going to be nervous at first. I expect that, but she will get through it. And I talked to her last night about it. I said, everybody's asking for you. Everybody wants to see you. When are you going to do a show? She said she was thinking about it the other day. I didn't know. So she's coming to the late night show. So y'all get to see Amy every night. I hope every night. Okay, I got a question for y'all. I'm going to start asking y'all a question. Somebody, I forgot who it was, said that would be a good thing to do for this show is to ask the viewers a question. I'm going to ask y'all this question tonight. I want you to comment and tell me your answer. If you could live anywhere in the world that you wanted to live, and money was not the object, you could live anywhere and you didn't have to worry about money. So it could be a very expensive place, a cheap place, a remote place, whatever. Money's not in the equation here. You could live wherever you wanted to live. Where would it be? Comment below and let me know where you would want to live if you could go anywhere. I done told y'all last night I would go to Bora Bora. Okay, questions and answers. I got a lot of them. I got 5 pages again tonight. John Lutz. Did you put cheese and onions in your chili? Yes, John, I always put shredded cheddar cheese and raw onions. I love raw onions. And he also said, that picture of me and Amy standing by the table is that cranberry sauce. Yeah, that cranberry sauce. Any holiday, Thanksgiving or Christmas, I gotta have my gelled cranberry sauce. I don't like the whole cranberry sauce. You know, the crumbled up kind. I don't like that. The gelled, I gotta have it. And that's really the only time of the year, other than a lot of times like during June or whatever, I want a Thanksgiving dinner. So I normally throw one down around June, July, something like that. I just can't wait no longer. And we'll have cranberry sauce there. But I hadn't done that in a couple of years. I need to do that. Daniela, I think is how you say it, K. When are we going to see your wife again? See, there you go. Here she comes. She's coming here tomorrow night. And hopefully every night thereafter. William Lee asked, have I ever tried ground bologna and pickles with mayo or salad dressing? He said his mama used to make it when he was a kid and make sandwiches out of it. I've never tried that, but I bet it's good. I mean, grounding up the bologna don't change the taste of it, so I think that would be good. It'd be almost like a meat spread, like potted meat. And I love potted meat. Joseph Shinero. I don't know if I'm getting your last name right, Joseph. Said peanut butter and banana sandwiches was Elvis's favorite sandwich. Yeah, it was. Now, let me tell you about it. Have you ever tried one? If you hadn't, banana, peanut butter, and toasted in a cast iron skillet. Ooh, that's good. When that peanut butter starts to melt a little bit, oh, it's so good. First time I tried it was at Graceland. The first time me and Amy went, there used to be a little cafe across the street from Graceland. They tore that down now and built a big Graceland complex over there. But that little restaurant, it was like the 50s style, and they had Elvis's favorite sandwich on the menu. I had to try one. It was so good I had to get another one. Tina Lindsay. Yeah, you're right, Tina. I did get your name wrong last night. I did say Tim. I don't know why, but it's Tina Lindsay. Tina, I wish I could remember the name of that Andy Griffith movie that I told y'all about, but I just cannot remember it. In fact, I went online after the show last night trying to find that movie, and I just can't distinguish which one it is. But he played that part so well, it turned me off on him. And I know it's just an acting part, but in the back of my mind, he done it too well. Richard Gary asks, have I ever tried Cambodian food? I don't think I have, Richard. I would like to. I like to try all kinds of new food. Melinda Williams, how did you meet your wife and how did you get married? I met her first day of culinary class. When I walked in the classroom, I was about 5 minutes late, so everybody was already in there sitting down. When I walked into the classroom, she's the only one that I seen in the classroom. It was like tunnel vision. I seen nobody but her, and the only seat that was available was right behind her. We went out that night. The next morning, I asked her to marry me. Now, how did you get married? We got married in a courthouse, and I'll tell you why. You know, she's Catholic, I'm Pentecostal. Well, the Monsignor at the Catholic Church refused to marry us because I wasn't Catholic. So we went to the courthouse, got married. We're still married. It don't matter where you get married at. And we didn't have to pay for no big wedding. Morgan Hunt. What game shows do I like, and how did I propose to Amy? Game shows, my favorite game show is Family Feud, because I love the host there. I mean, he is so crazy. How did you propose to Amy? That next day after we went out, we had to go to school the next morning. Well, she picked me up to take me to school. And when she brought me home, we went and sat on the picnic table in my yard. And she said she told her daddy that she met a boy that she likes. And he said, well, if he's just a boyfriend, it's not his business. But if I ever want to propose marriage, that's his business. And I just popped out of the blue. Well, how about it? Let's get married. I had no idea I was going to do that. But it happened. Kevin Colio? Kevin, I'm sorry. Amy will be here tomorrow night. She's going to help me with these names. Have I ever tried liver sausage and onion sandwich? No, I really don't know what liver sausage is, unless you're talking about liver's worth, that sandwich meat. If you're talking about that, I love that, liver's loaf. But liver sausage and onion, no, I don't think I have. But there was a liver's loaf. I hadn't even seen it in the store lately. It was a dark lunch meat, and it had a little rim of white stuff around the edge of it. It was square. I don't even know what that white stuff was. I always took that off, but the meat part, I love that stuff. And it was liver's loaf, I think is what they called it. Neneth Smooth Meganson. I'm sorry, I know I butchered that whole name up. And Wayne Davenport both ask, what's the name of that Andy Griffith movie? Like I said a while ago, I really can't remember. I wished I could. But I'll always remember that movie. Richard Gary asks, when was the last time Amy and me had 3-alarm chili? I don't think we ever have, because neither one of us does hot, spicy stuff that much. But we do love homemade chili. We just don't like it real spicy. And she puts Tabasco sauce in her chili after it's cooked, because I don't like Tabasco sauce. To me, Tabasco sauce tastes like dirt. I don't like it. Mr. Cortez, I won't try your name again. Is it Joaquin Cortez? I'm sorry if I'm not right. I'm going to get that right, though. Have I ever seen the movie Duel? No, I hadn't. Maybe one day. Shannon Rydell. Do I like history? No, not really. I'm not really a history buff. That's one thing in school. I mean, if you're talking about the subject history in school, if that's what you're talking about, to me, it don't make any sense to study history in school. You need to be studying about the future, how to take care of yourself, how to start a business. Schools just don't teach the right things. They teach stuff that's already happened. That's not helping nobody. In my opinion. Nancy Morgan asks, what's my favorite Elvis gospel song? Lead Me, Guide Me. That's my most favorite one. But really, I love all Elvis gospel music. He's got the voice for gospel music. And that's what he likes singing the most, too. And it shows. Brenda Hall asked what happened to the breaking news video I posted last night. I'm going to tell you all about that video. It made a lot of people mad that I posted that. But I seen a news video and it looked legit. Somebody posted it on last night's show. And I checked it out like they said, and it looked legit. It looked like it was from a real news agency. Well, I made my video off of that and I posted it. So many people got mad, and I got to checking on it, and it wasn't true. So I took it down as fast as I could. It was only up for about an hour, and it got like 4,000 views, and all of it was hate. That's where I lost a lot of subscribers by posting that, and it's my fault. I should have checked it out before I went on it, but it looked like it was legit. And for anybody that I offended with that, I am terribly sorry about that. From now on, I will check stuff like that out. And to the person that posted that, it is against YouTube's terms of policy to post links on somebody else's video. You could lose your YouTube account for doing that. Richard Gary asks, when I was a kid, did my mother ever call me by all three names, my first name, middle name, and last name? Yes, she did, and when she did, I knew I was in trouble. When she hollered, Walter Oliver Weyburn, get in here, I knew I was in trouble. Sherry Dugan said she loves the hat that I put on, the cowboy hat. You can't see it the way it's on the other side. But she said she loves the hat. Thank you, Sherry. There was a time when I needed that hat, but I just don't. I feel goofy when I'm wearing it. But thank you. Sherry Dugan also asked, do I make homemade pizza? No, I really don't. And I'll tell you why. When I worked at Barnhill's, one of the items on the buffet line was pizza. And I was prep cook at the time, so I had to make all of those pizzas. Probably about 75 of them a day. And then when I left that job, I worked for him for like 15 years. When I left that job, where did I go? To a Pizza Hut. No, not a Pizza Hut. To a Shakey's Pizza. So I really don't make pizza at home. I love pizza though. I could eat pizza every day. And you know, really my favorite pizza besides Hungry Howie's, I love Hungry Howie's pizza. I don't know if you've seen them in the grocery store, those little square pizzas. They're like single serve pizzas. They're about 12 inches by 9 inches. They're Tony's, I think is a brand name. Those are some good pizzas, and they're like 99 cents. Very good. When Amy used to work and I was at home in the daytime alone, we used to stock up on those, and that would be my lunch. One of those is plenty. Wayne Davenport, do I have a live chat page? No, I don't, but in the future, I will be doing live chats here. I just got to learn how. And after the first of the year, I want to hire somebody to teach me how. I want to hire somebody to be sitting here with me and Amy so we can do the live chats and let them run the controls. And maybe read the questions and I will answer them, you know, something like that. But it's coming. I just don't know when, but it's coming. But no, right now I don't have no live chat because I don't know how. Joseph Shinero. Do I like smoked meat? No, I tried to smoke turkey one time and my rolling papers got all soggy. I couldn't fire it up. No. I don't like smoked meat. My mama liked it. Everybody in my family likes it. Amy's family likes it. To me, it's just something about it. I don't like it. Lavana Maynard. What's my favorite Christmas song and movie? Christmas song, Bucko and Santa looked a lot like Daddy. Movie, it would be a toss-up between the two of them. Old school Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I have to watch those. In the song, I forgot about one that I really love. The Christmas Guest by Grandpa Jones. I know Reba did it too, but to me it's Grandpa Jones. And to me it's not Christmas until I hear that. Melinda Williams. What was the funniest thing I ever did to make Amy laugh? And what did Amy do to make me laugh? Well, first of all, I'm always laughing at Amy, so I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know if I want to go into this on this channel or not. Kind of racy. Oh heck, we're all friends. I'll tell you. One time, it's only me and Amy here, and we got 2 bathrooms. One night I was taking a shower, and I needed something in the other bathroom. There I was in all of my glory. I come running through the house to go to the other bathroom. She busted out laughing. Gave me a complex, laughed at me. I'm sorry, y'all, but you ask. I said we'd talk about anything. I can't believe that. Maureen Milliken. Who was my favorite school teacher in the elementary school? Well, it was Miss Corin C.G. She was my 5th grade teacher. And why was she my favorite? She was the prettiest woman I ever seen in my life. That's when I first started noticing women. She was so pretty. And she took the class to the beach one day, and there she was with her bikini. I was a kid, I was a boy. That's all I'm going to say about that. I had a big crush on her. She wasn't interested. But anyway. Melody Bennett. I'm sorry. I probably messed up both names. Have I ever tried Fluffier Nutter sandwich? It's peanut butter and marshmallows. No, I hadn't, but that's got to be good. That's got to be real good. Lois Ann Whopper said her favorite cartoon was Mr. Magoo. I never got into Mr. Magoo, but I don't think I ever seen a full episode of it. But all my nieces and nephews, they loved it. They was always watching Mr. Magoo. In fact, the car that I have, I got a Kia Soul, and they call it a Mr. Magoo wagon. George Fields asked, if I only had 24 hours to live, what would I want to do? Spend the whole 24 hours undisturbed with my wife, my 2 kids, and my 2 grandkids, and just hold them. I would not want anybody to disturb me. Why you gotta ask that, George? Charlotte Dixon. Do you like Nancy Sinatra's song, These Boots Are Made for Walking? Yeah, I like it. It's okay. Or Jeannie C. Riley's Harper Valley PTA. I love that song. Karen Mail. Did you ever sing Waltz of the Angels by George Jones? No, I never did, but my brother used to sing it all the time, and he done a very good job at it. I really miss my brother. Nia Smooth Megason. Again, I know I messed up your name. Do I like Darius Rucker? I love Darius Rucker. And he loves the traditional type country music. And he said a few years ago, and I don't think he ever was able to do what he said he wanted to do. He said his next album at that time would be all traditional country music, like stuff like Loretta Lynn, Gene Shepard, all the old people sung. It would be remakes of their music. But I don't know if he ever did it. I never heard any of it. So probably the music executives in Nashville wouldn't let him do it. That would have been awesome if he did do it, though. K-On Rocks said that they hate it when I call them K-On Rocks. Well, that's the name of their channel. I don't know their name. And she keeps complaining. He keeps complaining. I don't know what they are. But it just sounds to me like they want to be offended. So if you want to go, bye. You said I keep offending them. Then why come back? Sherry Dugan, have I ever been to Savannah, Georgia? No, I hadn't, but if we ever get to go, I'm going to definitely go see Paula Deen because I love her restaurant here. Bonnie Woodward, how old am I? I'm 58 years old. Or should I say young? I feel young, but I look old. Now this name, I have no clue. DJ and DRJ51. I'm sorry, I can't understand your name. How do I pay for a stun gun with no PayPal? Go below my videos. All my videos has got my address. Just send me a money order, but be sure and write a little note and tell me what it is you want, and I'll send it right out to you. Just remember, it's going to take a little bit longer because that money order has to get to me, and then I have to send it out to you. So it's going to take a little bit longer, so just be patient, but it will come. But I'll send it out just as soon as I get the money order. Please don't send a check because that's just going to delay it even longer because then I have to wait for the check to clear. Sheila I had this name on the tip of my tongue today when I was writing it down. Velarde. Do I like Olivia Newton-John? I love Olivia Newton-John. And she used to have a nightclub here in Pensacola when she was first starting out. The name of it was Olivia Newton-John's Crystal Palace. But yeah, I love Olivia Newton-John. Hey, she was a co-star in Grease. How could I not like her? David Darren. He says that I look like a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan. Could be because I am. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was my time in wrestling. I love that era of wrestling. It was good back then. Today it's just garbage. Mark Avery, do I like Jim Morrison and the Doors? I love them. They're good. Richard Geary, do I like liver? Richard, I love liver. Beef liver and onions, chicken liver and onions. I love it. Now, beef liver, a lot of people like to smother it in gravy. I like to fry it just like you would a steak in a cast iron skillet. Saute some onions and put over it, and just put some Heinz 57 steak sauce on top of that. That's good eating right there. James Hershey, do I like Ricky Skaggs? I love Ricky Skaggs. Back in the day. Today, with all that crazy looking hair and everything, I don't know what happened to Ricky Skaggs. He morphed into something different, but I still love his music. I just don't like to look at him no more. Karen Mail, have I ever ate peanut butter and mustard? No, I hadn't, but I'm willing to try. I mean, you can't really go wrong with peanut butter. Sherry Dugan, did I like Dionne Warwick and Whitney Houston? Yeah, I like a lot of their music. And Whitney Houston, back in the early 80s, she was a fine looking woman. David Kasher, are you and Richard Geary related? No, not at all. And I know why you're asking that. But I love Richard Geary asking all of the questions that he asks. So that's probably why you're asking that. But no, I've never met him before. But I can always depend on Richard being here. Kathy Sharp, did I ever meet Boxcar Willie? No, I didn't, but I would love to. He seemed like he could be family. I mean, I love Boxcar Willie. And my mama loved him too. And my mama had, there was a twin set CD of him, and she had like 3 copies of that twin set. Well, guess who's got them now? But yeah, I loved Boxcar Willie. Y'all, please come back tomorrow night. Amy will be here, and from now on, she will be here. So that's going to amp up the show a lot. So y'all ask her some questions in tonight's comments, and she will answer them tomorrow night. Be nice to her, because it's her first time. But I ain't got to tell y'all to be nice to her. I know you will be. You're always real nice to me. One more thing that I need to say here, because some people are not getting it. Because I don't answer stemless questions and political questions on here, they get offended that I don't answer their questions. That's not what this show is about. We do not talk stemless and political stuff here. Now, if you want to still ask those questions, you can still ask them, but I won't answer them. Maybe somebody else in the feed will answer them, but personally I won't, because I'm taking a break from stemless and politics on this show. But you can go back to my morning shows and ask those questions. Y'all, I love you all. Please watch the video that's popping up here now. Please come back tomorrow night. Make Amy's first night a fun one. And y'all, we will get through all of this crap. And going forward on my channel, like I told you earlier, I'm going to just start saying what I need to say. And if it offends somebody and they don't want to leave, they know where the door is. Because it don't matter what I say, if I say something on this side, these people are mad at me and they're calling me a liar and clickbait and all that, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying. I can't win for losing. So I'm going to just say what I want to say, and if they want to leave, they can leave. Sayonara. Y'all, I will see y'all at 6 a.m. in the morning, and please come back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. 9 p.m. I love you all. Ciao.